Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. It's lunchtime once again. Kumusta po ang inyong mga pagkain? Are you enjoying your lunch? Where are you right now? And how are you feeling today? So yeah, no, we are here once again for Brewing Live. Welcome to our space and happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. We are here for the Cool Beans, the Chill Factor during Hot Weather series for the month of May. And for those who have been coming in here no for consistently, we just give you our appreciation. Maraming salamat no for hopping always in here with us. Yes, hola kay Coach Lynn. First honor. Maraming salamat for hopping in. Hello, yes, Elaine from Tacloban City. No, thank you so much for hopping in this very afternoon. So, Brewing Live is the community project of Decaf Coffee Republic in partnership with Life Coach Philippines International. Whether you are an iced coffee aficionado, a cold brew enthusiast, or simply someone seeking to cool off and unwind, this Brewing Live series is perfect for beating the heat. Medyo mainit na mainit ngayon, no? Well, so join us daily. Hop in here always, consistently with us on a daily basis for conversation that brew calmness, serenity, and peace. And we you experience that always with a cup of coffee in your hand, no? Tune in now for episode 1042, and we are having conversation on literary latte. So invite the coolest friend in your space to sit together with you, relax, chill, and stay caffeinated. Don't keep us a secret. No? Tag niyo po yung mga kaibigan ninyo. Let's explore how chill drinks can bring calm, peace, and enjoyment into your everyday lives. One cup at a time. Be mentally fit to stay alive and live beautifully. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? No? As I've said, we've always asked for the heat index. Medyo a little bit cooler ngayon po dito sa Tacloban City. No? Hindi gaanong, I bet we're just on between 32 degrees centigrade. So, kumusta po kayo dyan? No? If this is the first time you are seeing me, no, I am Life Coach Marife Garfin, and I'm a CACC professional life coach and also a mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines International, the team lead of Life Coach Philippines Eastern Visayas. I'm a wife and a mom, and by background, no, sa aking profession, I am a nurse, a registered nurse. But I've transitioned myself to becoming a coaching entrepreneur, and currently I am the owner and the operator of the Healthy Hub. Ito po yung bahay ng Life Coach Philippines Eastern Visayas. I'm the founder and the creator and founder of My Nth Attempt to Parenthood, a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. Background, ako din po, I trained public speaker under Life Coach Philippines, and I'm a published author. So I'm also the founder of parentingfeature.com. Ito po ay isang website that really, and we have also actually a Facebook, no, where we talk a lot more about parenting. This is to assist talaga every parent to be able to help nurture their children so that later in life now they can preserve the relationship and continue to become the best version of themselves through your parenting. And even you as a parent, you become your best version when you are parenting in the right way, especially in the 21st century. Ayan. So I support individuals who are decided to overcome their mental health challenges so that they can live their God-given design of victory and abundance. Yan po yung aking purpose. Yan po yung aking trabaho. Okay. So, thank you so much for hopping in. Shout out to Coach Sean or Coach Norge, Master Coaches between 32 and 33. Coach Lynn, of course, no? And, well, nandyan si Lane. So, ipakita yung mga classmate mo sa pagpag. Pagpag class. Si Lane attends the pagpag class in the Healthy Hub. So, let's begin yung ating sharing, no? And I would like to start with this quote na sabi, I see books, I see coffee, I see a good day ahead. So do you agree with this? Kayo po ba pag nakakita kayo ng libro, wow, it's gonna be good. If you see coffee or you smell even just the smell of coffee, no, you feel good. It has that calming effect, no? So nakaka-connect po ba kayo diyan? By opening a book, you are invited actually into the literary world which distract you from daily stressors. Kaya when you are a bit stressed out, it's good to calm down also with a good book. No? Kasi life is fast-paced nowadays in the 21st century, mounting yung ating stressor. But when you are having a good book in your hand, then the daily stressors, nare-refocus po kayo and the stressors is a bit diminished. No? Plus, reading actually keeps your brain active and promotes mental and emotional fitness. So as I share on literary latte, let me just um, let me just dive in muna into what we call literature, no? Basically, it helps when you study literature, it helps us observe, no, the things around us, because when you talk about literary, especially kung wala pong drawing yung libro, no, it sharpens your ability, no, ability to imagine, and it gives you that mindfulness also because it sharpens your ability to listen, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Literature basically, no, deepens our thinking by bringing more awareness of our own values and worldview. Have you ever find a book wherein nung nabasa mo yung libro, nakapag-reflect ka at nakarelate ka so much, no, na nagkaroon ka ng deeper understanding of yourself? Literature basically can transport you to another time and place without even leaving your own room. I remember when I was a little, well, not naman too little, no, but I'm a, how do you call it? I read a lot, no? And nung maliit pa po ako, because my father introduced me to reading, I grew up seeing my father read literature. Like palaging may makapal na libro yon na hinahawakan, no? And he's much into fiction. And I grew up with that. So I started as a reader, I started with of course, definitely yung mga children's book, nursery books, no? But then I graduated to reading Nancy Drew, and I went into Bobbsey Twins. Ayan, mga detective story po yan, no? Then later on, I went into Sidney Sheldon. I went to Patricia Cornwell, yung mga forensic naman yan. Then I went into John Grisham, yung mga law naman po yan, no? Fiction on fiction and detective stories, no, of lawyers naman po yan, no. So I went into all these types of reading, no, and until I graduated to reading some help self-help books. I went into reading books about the meaning of life, and of course, well, for me, no, I grew up reading the Bible because it is readily available, and we were greatly encouraged. No, sabi ni Master Coach Jasmine, there's something inherently comforting about settling into a cozy nook with a good book and a steaming cup of coffee. Yes, especially at the Cup Coffee Republic. Lalo doon sa maliit na library, medyo, nakakakalma yun. No? So, ako naman, sabi ni Coach Lynn, I love non-fiction. Si Coach Lay, favorite ang fiction. Yes. Actually, I graduated, Coach Lynn. No? I started really with fiction all over elementary, high school, college, until such time when I was already a young mom. I was still doing fiction until I graduate and until I am now into more of books, no, na more of reflection, more of finding the purpose and meaning of life. So nagagraduate tayo. Reading is season also. It's a season. It's also growth when you are reading, no. So iba't iba po 'yan, no. So kaya ano 'yan, don't beat yourself kung ito ka pa lang, no, because reading is that, no, it goes along with you sa growth mo. Hello Coach Candy, thank you so much for having me, and Coach Mao, no. So literature transport you, no, kaya nga noon sabi noon ni Doc Mimi sa akin, bakit ganyan ka, kung makabasa ka hindi ka, wala kang naririnig, wala kang wala kang nakikita, wala kang naririnig, you know? Because I am into it. The feeling evoke, no? Na-evoke kasi yung feeling mo na papasok ka doon sa story and you become like, nandun ka talaga literally doon sa story ng libro. Di ba? Have you ever experienced that? So, now what's the difference between literature and books? Definitely, yung books nyo po, no? Yung binabasa natin tayo ay mga we get the facts, the science, the how do you call it, yung mga theories and all those things. These are basically books. But when you talk about literature, these are fictional. Most of these are fictional works, no? And a novel is one, and it's designed to elicit an emotional response and of a certain length. So ini-evoke ka, no, napapasok ka doon sa story. So literature is a collection of written books, but it's also used more narrowly for writings specifically considered to be an art form. Example po is fiction, drama, poetry, including print and digital writing. So may mga digital writing na po tayo ngayon, no, where literature is there. No, I do remember before, akala ko yung novel hindi literature. I was just thinking na yung literature, yung English literature ko po kasi. No, so I was into Macbeth. We're reading Macbeth. We're reading The Merchant of Venice kasi yun po yung sa English lit po. No, so I thought it was all the while that, no. But when you talk about literature, it's basically fictional works, no? So hello, Coach Jimmy. Thank you for coming, for joining us. No, agree. Gumagana ang imagination when I read. Tama yan, Coach Candy. That's why it's a good escape. Honestly, it's a good escape, di ba? Pag nabubore ka na or medyo wala kang ginagawa, nababagot ka, a good book is really something, no? So a benefit of reading a book, it's strengthening your brain. It increases your ability to empathize, reducing stress, and building your vocabulary, no, among others. So kaya po nung when I was actually into the management, yung aking pong binabasa ay yung mga tipping point, yun na pa, no. So most of them has something to do with leadership. Yun po yung binabasa because yung nakakaano siya you can connect with it and you are easily able to understand it because you're doing it at the present, no. But when you talk about literary, no, fictional siya kaya it's an escape. Now 30%, no, ito yung statistic, no, the population that read books according to frequency of reading books global GFK, no, survey, the reading habits of people in 17 countries po yung study nila. 30% of the people read books every day, 30%, and 60% read at least once per week. Imagine ka, 30% yung nagbabasa, 60% naman at least once a week, no? Kasama po ba kayo sa statistic na nagbabasa ng 60% once a week, no? At ang mga bookworm po talaga, no, if you're a bookworm, no, you're a bookworm, ang tawag po sa inyo is bibliophile or bookworm. Bibliophile. These are individuals who loves frequently reading or collecting books. So I used to do that, no. I used to collect books. I used to, pag pumupunta po ng Manila, dati wala naman po kasing national bookstore, no. Pag pumupunta ng Manila, wow, it's really like it's a joy to see all the books and buy all those books. At minsan no, matagal ngang mabasa kasi marami, pero you're just so happy nakikita mo nandiyan yung collection of books mo, di ba? So same here, love reading books about leadership. Yes, Coach Jimmy, no, because nandun ka sa stage ngayon na nagli-lead ka, no? So kaya mahilig. Yan si Coach C, ang hilig din bumili ng libro. Ewan ko kung nabasa na niyang lahat. It's fun. There's something in it when you go to a library or when you go to a bookstore. Di ba napakasarap ng feeling? It's like, wow, parang lahat ng brain nandun, no? At masarap ang feeling when you're in the bookstore. So hello, Coach Lucci, salamat for joining us. So what are the most read books in the world? Una po yung Bible. Pangalawa is quotations from the work of Mao Zedong, no? Ito, Harry Potter series, The Lord of the Rings, no? The Alchemist, Da Vinci Code, no? The Twilight Saga. Ayan po, ito yung mga most common. And I believe this would and these books, bakit sila trending? Because it doesn't only appeal to the young generation, it also appeal to even to the older generation. Now, how come that literature or reading and latte are best together? Or shall we say, reading and coffee, how come they're the best tandem? Ikaw po ba, no, kaway-kaway, mag-yes po kayo. Kayo po ba ay masarap pong magbasa pag may nakahawak ng kape o may kasamang kape? 'di ba? So bakit ganun no siya? Because when you read, it actually helps. Ito yung nangyayari, no. Number one, it helps the mind focus. Both reading and coffee consumption have been linked to cognitive benefits. May benefit po siya sa brain, making them a dynamic duo for mental stimulation. Definitely, your coffee can keeps you alert. Kahapon ko, diniscuss ko po yan sa Brewing Live, no? Ano yung science behind? Bakit po nagiging alert po tayo pag meron pong kape, no? So, it stimulates our brain. Coffee can make you alert, makes you focus, improve your short-term memory, and allows to remember the content of what you're reading. And reading exercises the brain, improves vocabulary, and enhances critical thinking skills, while caffeine boosts alertness and concentration. Kaya po pag reader ka, eventually you get to find yourself becoming confident. Bakit? Because marami kang knowledge, stored knowledge. So when you have conversation with people, kahit anong iba tong topic, you can contribute. Tama po ba ako? Can you relate with me? It helps the mind focus. Both books and reading, literature, and coffee. Another advantage is it stimulates our senses. The act of reading engages the mind, transporting the readers, ito na, transporting the readers to the different world. Kaya nga po, no, when I was reading Narnia before, ang sarap ng feeling. 'Di ba? I have that, no. I read that before I watched the movie. And basically, no, ito ang totoo. Whenever I've read a book at gagawin po siyang movie, I'm not keen on watching the movie because there are so many details in books na wala po doon sa movie to make it a little bit short, no? So yun po yung nangyayari. Kaya that's how books are, no? It stimulates your senses, and it transports you to the world, sparking your imagination and igniting your emotion, no? Kaya kung mahilig ka din sa mga romance novel, ay nako, di ba? You kind of feel you're falling in love over and over again. Sino po ang nakaka-relate dito? So basically, your book heighten your sensory experience, no? And it is then improved by the chemicals found also in your coffee. So nagko-complement siya. Now, even the smell of the coffee, right? I mean, hindi po ako like before, because when I was a nurse, I was practicing as a nurse, no? Kailangan ko po talaga ng kape kasi yun lang yung pang ano talaga ng gutom. At the same time, it keeps us alert, no? Pero now po, hindi na po ako like coffee ng coffee because, well, my age, no? Hindi din po ako makatulog pag kape ako ng kape. And I choose the coffee that is less acidity because my stomach react, no? But the smell of the coffee, honestly, the smell of the coffee gives me comfort. The smell of the coffee lift my mood, lift my mood up. Can you relate with me? Nakaka-relate po ba kayo? Di ba? Kahit yung amoy ng kape, there's something in it. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee triggers our sense of smell. Therefore, with one book at hand and coffee in the other, sight, smell, taste, and touch are stimulated at once, creating a multi-sensory experience that enhances the pleasure of reading. How many of you can connect with me? Diba? Masarap, no? Masarap, masarap po yung ganyan po, no, na may multi-sensory ka dahil may kape at may libro. The third, no, benefit of having coffee and a good book, or what we call literary latte, together po ito sila. No, it create a sense of comfort and routine. How many, kaway-kaway po sa mga tao na talagang ikay mahilig sa routine. Nako, ang mga nurses po talagang we live by routine. Kasi it keeps us in our mental health para matapos po namin yung work namin for 8 hours. Humans are creatures of habit. And establishing a ritual can provide us with a sense of comfort and stability. I remember during the pandemic, I was at a loss because I have to close the hub. No, at the time I was still doing wellness coaching. No, at kailangan ko po siyang isara. But all for 2 years, almost 3 years, no, my routine was that I wake up in the morning, I go to the hub, I open the hub, I go home. No, creatures of habit po talaga tayo. We have patterns. And dun sa pandemic po na-disrupt yon. And that's why when your routine is disrupted, you feel anxious because routine allows you to have a certain degree of control, no? So pag nawala po yung routine pero nangangapa ka, nahihirapan ka. Kaya nga po doon that time na when the pandemic started, I went into a routine of waking up in the morning, doing my appreciation journey. Nag-journal po ako doon. And then at 10 o'clock, I would do already gardening. And by after lunch, I would do already my tiny house movie and tiny house watching in YouTube. Yun po yung naging routine ko. No, so because we're that, it gives us comfort. So for many, the simple act of curling up in bed, no, with a good book and a coffee at hand gives them peace and familiarity amidst the chaos of daily life. No, to me when I was still young and I wanted after school, ito po yung nakakapagbigay sa akin ng solace po at comfort, no. It gives me a moment of calmness, and it allows me to really be mindful, no. And these are essential practices for well-being. So reading with a cup of coffee encourage you individual to slow down a bit and really get into the plot, mag-isip, no, magbasa. And yan po ay hindi na palaging nagagawa natin because we are in a busy and a fast-paced life, isn't it right? Di ba? Parang yung kape mo na lang ay routine mo nang inumin mo, may trabaho ka na. But to really sit down and to be calm and find comfort in it, it is such a gift. That's why if you're a busy person, it's a beautiful way to gift yourself a good book and coffee, even just for a 30-minute, no? Pwede po yan, no? Another thing that you can get, no, from coffee and a good book is it promotes social connection. While reading is often considered a solitary activity, sharing a love of books and coffee can foster meaningful connection between individuals, no? So, meron po tayong mga book clubs. Part po ba kayo sa mga book clubs na yan? So, and coffee dates help people to come together and spark a really a beautiful connection, no? So, even if you prefer decaf, may caffeine pa rin yan, maliit lang, no? But it's something that you can be in, no? And if you're a book lover, isn't it an exciting idea to have to start up your own bookshop cafe? I mean, pag marami po kayong libro, maliit lang na room, no? Puno ng libro, pupunta doon ng tao, kukuha ng libro, magbabasa, order ng kape. Ang sarap nun. I mean, it's something. One of my dream when I was a little girl was to be surrounded by books. To be surrounded by books, no? Feeling ko yun yung i-design ko sa isang bahay, puno-puno ng libro. And I think this is also one thing that I have passed on to my daughter. My daughter loves so much book, no? And yung kwarto niya punong-puno niyan even there in Manila, no? So promote social connection because you can have conversation on one particular book and really stretch out yourself, have meaningful conversation on a particular topic in a particular idea. And I believe it will sharpen your brain and it will allow you to be in a safe space and you feel na at ease ka doon sa kausap mo. 'Di ba? So masarap isipin po ano 'yan. So, ang marami pong collection ng books, Coach C, baka pwede ka na mag-open ng bookshop cafe. Ayan. No, so you can do that. Another this is the fifth, no, is creativity and inspiration. Ito yung benefit, no, of having coffee and books. The combination of books and coffee has long been associated with creativity. Many writers and artists, thinkers throughout history have credited coffee as a catalyst for the creative projects. Isn't it right? Kung nag-iisip ka, ay kahit yung nag-aaral ka, di ba, to absorb well, may kape ka talaga. Parang kulang kung yung libro lang. So you want to have that coffee. And for people who are diabetic, you can do the brewed coffee and you can actually, in Decaf Coffee Republic, even in the Healthy Hub, meron po kaming sugar replacement. If you love sweet pero diabetic ka but you want to have coffee, we have Citadel Slim, no, na pwede pong ilagay. Zero coffee po yun pero tatamis yung kape nyo. And we have, of course, McFit na ano siya, no, stevia po yung kanyang sugar doon which you can actually use. No? I'm remembering may mga tao po na hindi sila pwede sa lahat ng kape na may mga sugar. So Many writers have been inspired and have been sustained to think, to read, to be creative because of coffee. Essentially, books and coffee complement each other in ways that go beyond enjoyment. No, together they form a symbiotic relationship that nourishes the mind. So, kailan po ba? Kailan po perfect yung i-prepare mo yung coffee at reading? Kailan po yun, no? Kailan siya pwede? Well, sa umaga. Number one, sa morning, no? What a better way to start the day with a cup of coffee. And freshly brewed, pwede din. Anak ko, ang bango nun. Mingling with your crisp pages of a new book. For me, it's a daily routine for me that when I wake up in the morning, I would have first one mug of hot water, and then I'd followed it up with a hot coffee. Dati po hindi po ako talaga nakakagape, so I do the tea. But when McFit came in, it solved it solved my day. So and I would curl up with my daily bread or my Bible. So alternate po 'yan, no? That's and I do some meditation and close it up with prayer. So it makes you awake kasi yung kape, no? It awakens you and it brings you into it the book allows you to immerse into captivating story or even dialogue that will help you to make your day good, and it's a great way to wake up your mind without getting that immediate dopamine hit from the phone. Kasi di ba, phone. Kaya nga, we have a practice no to stretch to gratitude 10 things always in a day before your feet hit the floor. Kasi minsan, no, pag i-hit mo na sa floor, marami ng concern. So, while you're in bed, stretch out in gratitude. And first thing that you need to establish is get your coffee, get your book, and I would encourage do first some meditation, read a devotional before you venture into your literary. And then, so the best way to drink to partner it is morning. Another is during midday, no? Especially pag busy-busy po yung inyong araw, pagdating nyo, especially on a Monday morning, di pa pag morning, very busy, hectic, punta ka ng office, at mounting na yung stress mo. So as the day progresses and responsibilities mount, many find solace in stealing a moment for themselves during the hustle and bustle of midday. So some people would look for a cafe, they would have their lunch in there, end it with a cup of coffee and a good book. No? So if you have an hour or 30 minutes, find a nice cafe for your lunch break and switch from the stress of work. Huwag na po kayong kumain dun sa work kasi nandun pag-usapan nyo pa rin kung ano yung trabaho din sa opisina. Get out, no? Switch off from the stress for a bit, no? Rest, sabi nga ni Master, rest to work, no? So stress of work by escaping into a great literature or novel. So midday is a good way. And in the evening, to cap the day, to unwind yourself with a busy, busy day, have a warm mug of coffee, or if you want iced coffee, hindi ka iced latte, no? Kung hindi ka fond of hot coffee, you can have iced latte. The comforting embrace of a good book coupled with a rich earthly notes of coffee creates a sensory experience like no other. So, yan po, no? Evening is a good way to cup. No, kung hindi ka naman magpo-problema po sa pagtulog, no, you're one person, no, I used to be like that, no, wherein kahit anong daming inom ng kape, pag ako ay matulog-tulog talaga. But kung ikaw naman po ay nahihirapan, you don't need to, you can do a decaffeinated coffee for this, no, and have that beautiful connection with people. Kaya nga po sa pagpag-class po natin in the evening, it's a good way to go into it, no, and order your iced coffee. We have iced coffee in Pagpag and have that. And also in Decaf Coffee Republic, you have a varied selection po of lattes. Iced latte, marami po yan, no? So, before you go home, calm yourself, huwag dalhin ang stress sa bahay. No, punta ka muna sa Decaf Coffee Republic, up all night, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Order your iced latte or hot latte. Get a good book. If wala pong conversation doon, have a good book and get that solace and refresh your energy. Di ba? Napakasarap. User here, thanks Ma'am Marife for introducing Citadel Slim. Yes, yan si Coach Lucci, ginagamit niya yung Citadel Slim, especially also on baking para less po yung sugar doon sa, no sugar talaga yung kanyang cupcakes and cookies. Now, a quote says, happiness is a cup of coffee and really a good book. A cup of coffee and really good book is something that you can cap your day with, especially in this stressful time. And with the heat, beat the heat, no? Let's cool ourselves kasi nakaka-stress din yung heat. Let's cool ourselves with a good book and an iced latte. No? And again, no, marami pong mga coffee shop, but if you're in Manila, the best place in town, Decaf Coffee Republic. Up all night, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So maraming salamat for hopping in with me. In closing, I'd like to thank you for joining me today and for supporting the cause of mental fitness. And I'd like to invite each and every one of you, if you are in Metro Manila, it's, how do you call it? It's worth it. It's going to be worth your time to drop by the Coffee Republic, no? And be in there, attend the face-to-face community events, especially on a Tuesday, Kapihan Night with Master Coach A. You learn a lot. Grabe, sharpen yung mental energy mo, sharpen your mind, and having pa your favorite latte, ay, talagang solve po yung buhay dyan. And then, on a Thursday, we have Cabin Life at the Campfire. There's a time for prayer, a time that you learn how to pray, be prayed for, and calm your soul and spirit po. That's Cabin Life at the Campfire every Thursday. And definitely a night of self-expression that is Fab Saturday open mic. That is with Coach Orville po, no? So if you're one person who wanted to express your thoughts, you want to express your thoughts through music, poetry, or even spoken words, that's the best time for you. That's Saturday. No, but all the days, from Mondays to Saturdays, Decaf Coffee Republic is ready to serve you. From the barista to the server are all life coaches. So if you want that beautiful conversation with a coffee in hand, that's the place, the best place to be is Decaf Coffee Republic. Now, if you're interested in becoming a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach like me, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to learn more about Coactively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. And we're going to be having another certification class also here in Eastern Visayas, no? Coactively Co-Create Life Coach Certification come this September. So if you're one person listening to me right now and you're interested, connect with me for details, 0975-995-2382. So join us back again tomorrow for same time and same digital space for episode 1043, Craft, Coffee, and Craft by Coach Kenditeg of Creative Brewers, no? So bukas po, samahan niyo po kami together with Coach Kenditeg. So maraming salamat for hopping in. This is Life Coach Marife Garfin, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines International. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bomb, boom. See you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.